Hey, welcome. Chris here from Videomaker, and you're watching our review of Pinnacle Studio 19 Ultimate. Now, there are two main names when it comes to editing software, Adobe Premiere Pro and Apple's Final Cut Pro. Now, both of those are the most popular. Sure, there are other options out there, and they're quite great, but those are the two most popular editing softwares when it comes to talking about editing video. So when you're thinking about it, well, should I buy those or what do I need? Well, it really depends on what you do. If you do video editing for a living, if you make money from your video editing, you probably ought to buy one of those two editing software. However, if you're getting into it, you don't have a need to be all that efficient when it comes to video editing, and you just want to have the tools you need to make a video, you need to be able to bring in your video, and you want to be able to handle lots of different types of video, well, Pinnacle Studio 19 is actually quite capable of doing just about anything you want. The big thing about it is that, well, it's a little bit cheesy. So let's start off with our experience. Now, we used Pinnacle Studio 19 Ultimate, and it can be bought for 130 bucks. It's really a great value. You can get a stripped down version, Pinnacle Studio 19, for $60. So very affordable and not expensive at all. We downloaded it, and from download to install to opening the program and actually using it, 30 minutes and we were ready to go. And it was really easy, really simple. You want to make sure that the computer you're using is actually capable of running it, so make sure to look at those specs. So once we were using it, what did we experience? Well, we experienced that there are just so many cheesy effects and transitions in this software, just loads. I mean, there's lots and lots of effects, lots and lots of transitions, lots of things you can do. However, a good majority of them are quite cheesy. And so unless, if you're just playing around, cheesy's fine. But if you're trying to make something that looks really nice, you can do that with Pinnacle Studio 19 Ultimate, which is what we reviewed. But you're gonna have to go through all of the different cheesy stuff and just look past them. That's really the biggest thing about it. So what's new about version 19? Now, we have a new audio ducking, automatic audio ducking, which is when you have a main piece of audio, so like me talking right now, and you wanna make the music below quiet while I'm talking, well, you're gonna need to duck your audio below that audio, the voiceover there. So this will actually analyze and automatically duck your audio. Now, when we tested it for actually writing the review, and we had no problem, it was really easy. You just pretty much choose audio ducking, you choose how low you want the audio to be, and bam, it did it for you. It was no big deal, very easy, very simple. Now, when we actually went back to capture the video, the actual screen grabs for us to show you right now, well, we didn't have the same experience. We pressed automatic audio ducking, we did it, and it needed adjustment. It wasn't perfect. We had to go in and move the ducking points so that it actually followed what we wanted to do. So one little more step, and it makes it so you can go in there, but it's definitely better than manually doing it from the start. So that is a good option. It's not necessarily the strongest, but it works nonetheless. Next is Multicam Mode. Now, Multicam Mode means you can have a bunch of cameras running all at the same time, and what it'll do is actually, you can bring those pieces of video in and you can then sync them. So it'll sync it via the audio if you want. You can actually sync it via markers if you want as well. We did it with the audio, and it did a great job. Within a few frames, we made some slight adjustments to really make sure that they're lined up. And then you just pretty much play the video and you choose which camera you want to cut to at any given time. And then when you're done with that little segment of whatever you're doing, you press OK, and it brings in and it makes it a piece of video that you can now bring into your timeline. You can bring it into your sequence and do whatever you want with it. It was really easy to use and was really a great little option. Now, we would have liked it if it would have been a couple more steps less. So if we were able to just, actually maybe do it in the timeline and just maybe do some kind of sub composition or what have you. But those are types of options that you're gonna find in Final Cut Pro and in Premiere CC. So really, at this cost, we're not gonna think it's actually gonna keep up with those options. We just have done it with other software that does it a little bit better. But this does it just fine. It's just a few more steps. So really, what's its value in the marketplace and who's this for? So this is for non-professionals. If you are making money from your video, it's probably not the software you should consider. However, if you're a novelist, you're getting into video editing, you wanna cut your teeth and get into it, maybe you're doing family memories or just fun little silly videos on your own, well, the effects that are cheesy, they don't matter. I mean, go ahead and use them it might be fun for you. It's about the ease and experience and how fun it is to do it. It's not going to be necessarily about the final product. So eat your heart out, have as much fun with you want it. But if you want to get those professional touches on there, make nice titles and some good transitions and do those kinds of things, they are there, they are available, but they're not necessarily as efficient and easy to use as, say, Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. So that's kind of the thing you need to weigh out if you are there choosing between those two. But really, if you're thinking about Premiere and you're thinking about leasing it and paying the money monthly to do it, and you can afford that, it's probably what you should do. But if you're not making money from it, it's probably hard to justify. And then buying Final Cut Pro 10 for almost twice as much money as Ultimate here, well, you probably better get twice the amount of use for it, and you might not actually get that. So last but not least, what's our recommendation? It's a great value if you are in the who this is for list. If you are in that list, absolutely, this is the software for you. It's not hard to use, it's not hard to install, there's lots and lots of things to do with it. You can do just about any kind of video editing you want with it. It just might not do it as easily, as efficiently, and as robustly as the other softwares from Adobe and Apple. So there's our review of Pinnacle Studio 19 Ultimate. If you'd like to buy Pinnacle Studio 19 Ultimate and help support us make videos like these, there's a link in the description. Go ahead and click it and you can buy it. As well, there's going to be Adobe Premiere Pro CC link and a link for Final Cut Pro 10 as well. As always, like, share, and comment. We want to know what you think. If you like this shirt, well, hey, there's a link for that as well. You can buy it as well. I'm Chris from Videomaker, and until next time, keep doing the hard work that you do. Bye-bye.